Hello and welcome back to Farming Sim 25 with Who Knows Gamer. We are currently on the RIverbend Springs map. We are at the starting farm and we're going to be using fields 3, 4, and 5 over there for this test. What I'm going to do is I've set this base map up, or I don't call it the base save game. So essentially all 3 fields have been plowed, have been limed, and rock picked or stone picked. So they're all, and they've been planted with oats. We're using oats for this test. So you can see crop type is oat. It is currently growing. I literally just got done planting all 3 fields. The current yield bonus is 50%. So we're getting a 50% yield bonus without doing anything to the field, other than the prep. We did the prep work, the liming, the plowing, and the planting. I'll harvest all 3 fields. We'll get the total yield from all 3 fields. Then we'll record the total. Then I will come back to this save game. The save game will be at this very state where we're at right now, where the fields have been prepped and seeded with oats. And then we'll weed and we'll let it grow, so we'll weed, but no fertilizer and no rolling, let it grow, harvest, see what the total yield is compared to doing nothing, and we'll do that for each of the activities. So, we'll do a test for weeding. We'll do a test for rolling. We'll do a test for 50% fertilization and then a test for 100% fertilization. And then for completion, we'll do a test if you do all of those things. If you roll, weed, and fully fertilize, what is your outcome at that point? All right, and we are ready to harvest. So let's go take a last look at the fields. Yep, 50%. Oh, and the yield bonus, because the weeds have grown, the yield bonus where the weeds are has dropped to 30%. Let's run over here. We'll jump into the combine, and we will get harvesting. All right, we got a total of 18,784 liters out of all 3 fields, and that's with doing nothing to them other than prep. No fertilization, no rolling, no weeding. All right, so we are back to the planted stage. You can see 50% needs rolling, needs weeding. So we will do just the weeding. No rolling, no fertilizing, just weeding. And we'll see what the difference is. Let's go rest for 1 month, and we will recheck the fields just to make sure that our yield bonus is the same and that we have no weeds growing in the fields. And then we will rest for the remaining months until we're ready to harvest. All right, we are in December. No weeds. And we are ready to harvest. So our total yield is 20,531. And our base yield was 18,784. Okay, so we had a difference in weeding the 3 fields. We had an increased yield of 1,747 liters. So now we're going to reset the game back to where the fields were planted, and we will roll. Just roll the fields and see what the difference is. All right, we are back to our planted stage. We have done the base test where we've done nothing to the fields. We've done the weeding test where we just weeded the fields and did nothing else. So this time we are going to roll. You see these 3 fields need to be rolled. No lime, no plowing. They don't have fertilization, and we'll do those tests next. All right, so yep, all 3 fields are rolled. We're good. All right, 19,380. So that's what, 596. Yeah, 596 liters more than just than doing nothing. And yep, our bonuses, everything looks the same. I just wanted to make sure nothing has changed. We will jump into our Case Puma 260. We'll hook up to our Amazon spreader, which I believe is already full of fertilizer. All right, so all 3 fields 50% fertilized. So we will rest until December and get our total harvest. All right, well, let's get to harvesting. See what we come up with. So 21,847. Let's go put that on our sheet. 21,847. All right, let's get to. All right, we're going to reset back to just planted. This one will have to be a multi-month activity because we're going to have to do the fertilization to get to 50%. Then we're going to have to wait a month and then do another fertilization to get to 100%. All right, we are just planted. Let's get hooked up to our Amazon spreader. We'll get that connected to our case Puma. So there is 50%. We will need to rest a month. Then we'll be able to do our 100%. Yep, we are ready to go. All right. All right, so we have a total of 24,909. So just 100% fertilization and nothing else, no weeding, no rolling, gives us an increased yield of 6,125 liters. And I would say that is definitely worth it. But our last test is to do all of the improvement tasks and see if there's any additional increase above the combined increases for each improvement task. Let's get parked over here. I am pretty sure that is 100%. Yep, except for this little strip. And I don't know why that keeps popping up there, but all right, we are 100% fertilized. We have rolled and we have weeded. But let's see, the total is 26,994. Our totals, if we just look at totals, all three fields combined, if we did all field improvements, well, except for mulching on field 3 and 4, but all field improvements, that gave us a total harvest of 26,994 liters. If we did nothing at all, it gives us a total of 18,784 liters. The difference between the two is 8,210 liters. So weeding, rolling, 100% fertilization gives you quite a bit, a quite significant increase in yield. So it is definitely, my opinion, it is definitely worth doing those things to get that increased yield from the field. Well, that concludes our test. I just wanted to see, what the actual, increase was. It significant enough to justify doing that extra work? And I mean, even individually, just the rolling gives you like a 2.5% increase. So as long as it's more than just, one strip, if it's a decent sized field, then yes, it is, even just rolling and nothing else is worth the increase. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this test. Please check out our other episodes, Let's Plays, and Csmitty and I do streaming every Sunday, Sunday evening, afternoon, evening, and not just Farm Sim, but many other games as well. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all got some benefit out of it. In my opinion, it is definitely worth doing the field improvements for the increased yield. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks.